We have a badly sunken front step. It's sunk 5 inches below the surface where it once was with the walk. And we're going to raise this in this video using scissors jacks, 2 of them, 1 on each side. I've already dug out holes, dug out openings to slip these under there. Throughout this process we're going to measure the angle here, and I'm at 6 degrees to start. I'd like to end up about 1 degree. It's important to have a block of wood underneath the jack, otherwise it's simply going to sink into the soil. I'm also using one on top to spread the weight out on the concrete. These blocks of wood that I'm putting on the side beside the jack are going to provide some additional support. And it's the beginning of the process of supporting the step without the jack. Inserting this wedge on the other side as well. And we're going to be following this mark along the way too as we raise the step. So we'll just start raising this back and forth from side to side, a little bit at a time. On this side I'm using channel lock pliers. And we're at 5 degrees now. As needed to add more blocks. We're at 4 degrees. We brought it up evenly now with the walk. Problem is the walk is tilted in by about 4 degrees. I'm subbing in more substantial supports now, taking these 2x4s out. I've got a big old railroad tie here. I'm going to have to dig around just kind of like that. Feel a little bit better about that as a support. And we'll stick this wedge in here. And now we're about an inch above the walk. I'm going to keep going up. We're down to just a couple degrees. I have both jacks lowered now, and the weight is resting mostly here, somewhat on the jacks. Alright, the jack up is done. Time to move to the next step, supporting it. For starters, I'm going to put down several inches of paver base. I'm going to be using concrete blocks, and I want a nice base for them, so on top of that aggregate I put a couple of paving stones. And then we're going to slide the block under there. Okay, we're going to have to dig this out a little bit further. Okay, so it's pretty even on both sides.
Now we can lower the jacks. And down we come. Okay, so we're going back and forth until we're resting on both. It's got to be higher. That's the problem with this. Now I've got to raise this one up a little bit more, because one's down and one's not. So you want them both down at the same time.
And we just had to add a little bit more material underneath. Now we're where we need to be.
Okay, we're down on this side. Now let's make sure we're down on the other side.
Now I'm going to just force as much pea gravel underneath there as I can around the block till it's completely packed in there. And that's going to provide some additional support. I decided against concrete because of the weight. I didn't want to have more weight under here. And also I want to be able to get a jack back under there in the event that this does sink again. And I can fairly easily remove that pea gravel and jack it back up. So what I'm going to do is just force as much of this pea gravel underneath the step. I don't have a huge area to fill in because I didn't remove dirt under most of the step, but I will fill this in by pushing it in, hammering it in, whatever I have to do. And I have the other side blocked off with a railroad tie kind of jammed in there so that I'm not just pushing this pea gravel right through. Just kind of trying to get it in there as densely as possible. And when this is all done, it's going to be a good idea to leave some pavers, some bricks, something in here on the outside to kind of hold that pea gravel in there. Okay, let's continue to work this. Continue to tamp it in. Trying to get every available spot filled. Now we'll bring in the heavy hitter and force these stones in even further with a railroad tie. No more pea gravel can be forced in, so now we're just going to put dirt over it and tamp that down. We're all done. We've given this a dress up with some carpet and paint and reached our 1 degree of slope. Thanks for watching. And please subscribe. More useful videos are on the way.